For a multitude of years, I have been cursed to be a part of a community that has been fragmented, a community that has been corrupted, a community that has been set astray from the very foundation it was built on. I have been cursed to walk down an arduous path that isn't for the weak. I have been cursed to be encompassed with the anime community. Back when I was only but a sapling, I once believed that the mighty philosopher Aurelius' viewpoint in life was the definitive way to live, to redirect our focus to what we can control and numb ourselves to what we cannot control. But I was a fool. How can one be in control when you are surrounded by people with anger issues, insane god complexes, disgusting fetishes, glazing symptoms, EDPs, illusion roleplayers, and so much more? You cannot! Ergo, I have now realized there is only but one definitive conclusion. The anime community must be stopped.
Blazen, what the f is wrong with you?
A lot of things, Kevin. A lot of things. But for the majority of life itself, if you were to tell someone you watch anime, you would literally be looked down upon like some sort of inferior subspecies. It felt like a taboo for me to carry Bleach volume 47, 48, 49 in school. It felt like a taboo for me to tell Robbie from my AP Lang class, I play Dragon Ball Online 10 hours a day, night in and night out. But the only time I didn't feel like a disgusting, vile, worthless piece of shit was when I was able to watch my favorite anime YouTubers. It was when I was able to hop on the Dragon Ball forums and debate with people. And best of all, it was when I was able to share my passion and upload anime related videos on my channel. But f that now. Imagine being above the age of 50 years old and unironically raging on disabled children for over 6 years on a trash-ass Naruto game. Yes, this is Ventus SGN.
No one's gonna love you because you're a fucking fat. Before I met this kid, bro, I never wanted somebody to die. I literally want this kid to die.
3 years ago, back when I was 18 years old, discovering this man was the very moment I began to view the anime community very differently. I saw clips.
You literally put your finger up your asshole at night. Shitty finger, booty ass, fat.
And clips.
Hope he gets a fucking foot cramp swimming and suffocates. Drown.
And clips.
Don't let anybody ever tell you that you are not a fat, bro. You must know that you are fat. I know that you're a fat. Your friends know that you're a fat.
Of this old ass man having psychotic breakdowns over a Naruto game. When I saw this man try to flex his channel and rizz up civilians with business cards.
Oh, this is my channel right here.
Hey, 118K.
Yeah. I do have cards, but not all of them.
I knew I had to make a video talking about this lunatic. And when I did, I feel like everyone realized he was sick in the head. So sick in the head. This man attempted to scare me by role-playing that he was going to take my channel down with his network.
By the way, I'm gonna talk to my network to get that video removed off of YouTube and hopefully give that guy a strike.
This was the face of the Naruto community. People who enjoy looking at lollies can't be trusted. For those who don't know what a lolly is, it's essentially a female anime character that looks like she can be in preschool, but for some reason she might be 932 years old or some weird shit like that. Now I think you can probably guess what type of weirdos like lollies. It's the people with insane neck beards, the people built like a grandmaster Discord mod, the people so deranged in the head, and I call them Garfields. Odd individual who is usually socially inept and attracted to lollies. But I have a confession. I gotta talk to y'all. I knew a Garfield in the Dragon Ball community. And after talking to him about Dragon Ball one time, he seemed like a pretty nice guy. He seemed like someone you can trust to watch your bags in the airport. But I was wrong. I could low-key tell he was built like a Garfield. And I chose to ignore it. Yesterday from this recording, I found a tweet from someone tweeting out a document containing the most down bad, diabolical shit he has done in the anime community. This Garfield made a Twitter account role-playing as his pretend girlfriend for a solid month and kept it a secret. And to put into context, he looked like this and she looked like this. Not only that, but he also openly admits to having a fetish for this lolly character named Chronoa, a character from a game called Dragon Ball Xenoverse who looks 12, but for some reason is 75 million years old. So let's just f her because she's 75 million years old. Let's just stick our dick in her. What is wrong with you? She has body pillows of her bare butt cheeks on the bed. Not only that, but this Garfield has a waifu list with lollies and actual young anime girls. What is wrong with you? But how does he respond to this after getting caught lacking? Look, my family has always stated that 16 and above is good. If you're talking about your Uraka, yes, she is 16, but that is the age of consent in Kentucky. Also, I have liked her ever since I was 16, so technically, she is fair game. I wish these texts were fake, but they're not. They're not fake. Every time I see Kronoa, I just let it out. She is too perfect.
Abomination.
For those who don't know, one of the biggest anime, Bleach, has a new game finally coming out. We haven't had a Bleach game since 2011. So when it finally got announced, you had a lot of people hyped. I said
They didn't need or want you here. Who the f are you, LMAO?
try to talk shit and play victim like a whole ass rat and do little ass IRL interviews like they mean something. Honestly, at this point, you want the Bleach community to give you grace when you've done nothing but hate on the game you haven't even touched?
How do you feel about that?
It's kind of harsh, bro.
Harsh indeed. Hello, I am from the future. Now, I know you're confused right now and you're probably thinking, what were those comments from those crazy Bleach fanboys? Where did the other you go? Look, you can't skip this part. You cannot. Just trust me, please. Just trust me. In order for me to explain this Bleach crisis, I need you to understand that the new Bleach game, Bleach Rebirth of Souls, has recently released. Visually, the game looked absolutely stunning. And as a man with literal Bleach manga on my wall, I was ready to believe. But then reality hits me. I remembered that it's an anime game. 98% of anime games are straight doo-doo, crusty, shitty, disgusting. Bare minimum content, repetitive fighting mechanics, lazy storytelling, online servers held together with sticks and trauma. It's trash. So when the new Bleach game got announced, I felt like Ji-hun from Squid Game. I played these games before. And as the new game was about to drop, you had the anime community split in half. On one side, there was people meat eating it, sucking it, glazing it, bouncing on it, trying to preach like this game is about to change lives. And on the other side, a few brave souls, warriors, were trying to explain that this game was going to be straight booty. And how did the anime community treat these people? Like shit. Like they were animals, disgusting dogs. And I, Blazen, took that personally. So let's run it back. Card by card, meet the main characters behind this arc. Meet President Rose, an anti-Bleach glazer. He was basically the first one to address all the meat eat publicly in the community.
They want to make excuses because it's their baby daddy Bleach game. That's what they wanted. It's sad and pathetic.
Then there's Makai Saiyan, a Bleach glazer. He made countless videos talking about the game, meat ate it, and loves Latinas and anime.
I don't think Dragon Ball Sparking Zero is going to be that game that ends up being better than Bleach Rebirth of Souls. It objectively offers more to the fan base it's trying to target.
We got Six World. He's an anti-Bleach glazer and pretty much known for trolling the Sparking Zero community.
They gotta understand when you criticize, it's not because you trying to downplay it or troll it. They don't get that because they glazing. They got nut on their face.
Nichikage.
Advanced Bleach Rebirth of Souls is the perfect and the best compiled package of an anime game and fighting game.
Avatar Yaya.
Supreme Bleach Glazer. This might sound gatekeeping, but if you wanted to 80 to 25, I no longer care about your anime game opinions.
The game is still in a good state right now.
Mike Hollow. I'd say he's neutral and he's pretty much deep in the fighting game community. Afro Senju. He's neutral as well and he's pretty much the unk of the anime community. Everyone views him as their daddy. Remember this. Jaymes Hansen. This is probably the most insane Bleach glazer I have ever witnessed in my 23 years of living on this planet. Remember this. It's okay to not like an anime game. It's okay to call something trash. It's okay to have an identity of your own. Ichigo is not going to touch you. I won't let that happen. The anime game community moves like a teen wolf pack. A new anime game gets announced, the meat eat happens. The game comes out. They all make the same type of gameplay videos and their channel eventually fades into obscurity. This is the cycle. This is the path. Rinse and repeat. When I peep those podcasts of people hyping up the Bleach game, there will be moments where P-Rose will call out the path, and what happened to that poor man? He will get jumped, touched, and silenced for calling out the path. Keep it on your mouth. But the moment their daddy Afro Senju joins and says something like, I think the game's gonna be alright.
Yeah, it's not gonna be that good.
Afro, just one lick, Afro, please. Calm down. We don't have to go this far. Please. Afro, please.
I'm ready, Afro. Yes, Afro, yes. Thank you, Afro.
The community loses their mind. Look, I think Bleach is a great anime and an even better manga. I don't have the people who just want to enjoy a Bleach game and say to themselves, I just have a problem with the delusional people saying the Bleach IP is enough to change lives and treating it like it's some type of cult. It is not 2010 anymore. Please stop lying to yourselves. And if you recite these words, suddenly you're Dr. Doom, suddenly you're Thanos, suddenly you are the villain. God forbid 6 Row go outside and show people Bleach just isn't as big as y'all think it is anymore. He got obliterated online just for showing a picture of Ichigo next to Naruto and Goku to the common person. He received death threats. Death threats! So 6 World, I need you to listen to me. I didn't pick up your mission for you. I did this because it had to be done. I was not called to conform, but to confront, to open the eyes of the blind and spark a rebirth. A cycle can no longer be chained by ignorance, but defined by freedom. The community needs to see the truth. It must be done, because if I don't, who will? And this, everyone, this is where the path has led me.
Excuse me, civilians. Would you happen to know who this man is? Do you recognize him? Have you ever seen him before in your life?
Yes, but I'm terrible with this.
No? Do you recognize this man? Have you seen him before ever in your life?
Yeah.
You have?
Dragon Ball Z.
You got it right.
I knew that.
Bleach can never. 6 World was right.
Yeah.
You know who this is?
No, I do not.
Have you ever seen him before in your life?
Nope.
Not a bell.
Nope.
We have a nonchalant black dreadhead man up ahead. Do you know who this is?
No.
Ichigo Kurosaki.
Nope.
The one that saved the society?
Nope.
You still don't know.
Nope, don't know.
Have you ever seen him before?
Seen him, yeah. Goku, right? Yeah.
I can't make this up.
Goku, right?
Goku?
Go on.
I was gonna go out to that crowd of people, but they're like little girls. So let's walk the other way, yeah. We are not a Garfield, all right?
We're a good channel or what?
We're just live streaming right now.
Oh, okay.
Capsule Corp TV.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Thank you.
How you going, man?
Can I say it?
Yeah.
I need your help, man.
Yes, sir.
I need to read you this tweet.
People who overly hate on Bleach have a few things in common: an inability to read, double-digit IQ, and low EQ, struggling to spell, write, and comprehend written word, need a handheld for basic tasks like going to the toilet, haven't heard a shower gel.
Gatekeeping is totally normal. People who aren't Bleach fans have no business as part of the community of fans of Bleach.
You literally talk shit about Bleach, like, get out of here, none of the Bleach fans are not allowed to watch and read Bleach, you idiot!
How do you feel about that?
Damn, that's deep.
That's deep?
That's deep.
Bro, the Bleach community is rude. What do you guys feel about the Bleach community? The Bleach Rebirth of Souls community, how do you feel about them? See, they don't with the Bleach Rebirth of Souls community, bro. That's why they're like, they're too afraid to tell me. That's the problem.
That's the problem in this world, I feel like.
You know, when
they're too afraid of the Bleach community, but you have to face them.
When Eren Yeager sat with Falco, he educated him about things that he didn't know about. He has to keep doing this. He has to keep moving forward. That's why I'm doing this. I have to keep moving forward. I have to tell the world that the Bleach Rebirth of Souls community, they're a problem. That's why I do what I do.
That's why you educate.
Exactly.
And my job is done here. Jaymes Hansen, your time has come. Bleach has a new game finally coming out. We haven't had a Bleach game since 2011. So when it finally got announced, you had a lot of people hyped reacting to the trailer. But Jaymes Hansen, a failing Bleach YouTuber, was not happy. He literally tweeted out how he was mad when people reacted to the trailer and called everyone who reacted to the trailer fake for not talking about Bleach throughout the years. Jaymes, not everyone wants their job to have Bleach's in their mouth 24/7. Some people actually have bills to pay. Some people have families to feed. What is wrong with you? Afro Senju responds to this tweet with womp womp womp. And what does Jaymes Hansen do?
A. Welcomes him into the Bleach community. B. Respectfully ignores him. C. Asks him to calm down. Or D. Wishes death upon his soul. Afro nearly lost his life in a car accident last year, and the first thing that came into James's mind was to tell him that he should have died in that car crash. Ichigo is not going to f you, Jaymes. And again, this is all over Bleach.
Back when I had faith in the anime community, I believed in one particular person. This man looked like a complete loser, but that's what made him relatable as a young boy. His takes were pretty nuanced, his anime and gaming content was refreshing. It was almost as if watching his growth was some type of intense shonen anime, until he became a villain. His name is Heavenly Controller.
Sexism doesn't exist. Racism doesn't exist. When I talk about world domination, people think that I'm joking. And that's exactly why I take it so seriously. Because nobody takes running this planet seriously.
Nobody takes running this planet seriously.
When I witnessed the fall off of this man, it was like witnessing the end of Julius Caesar himself. He had around 800k subscribers, and within a 2-year time frame, he had appeared to lose his girlfriend. He lost his channel. He had been exposed for failing to rizz up girls at a party. And then he got exposed with multiple allegations from egos on Twitter for being a weirdo. And then even his ex-girlfriend exposed him for being a weirdo.
He's happy to get cooked by a star, and now he spends his days reposting random OF girls on his Instagram. So I guess the world leader just likes being a cuck.
I was bamboozled. But what makes Heavenly Controller a tragedy is I believe that anime was the very thing that corrupted his mind. I began to see him spew random bullshit on the internet and unironically roleplay as if he was Eren Yeager himself.
When you change the forces, they would have to create a religion based on it, just to categorize and explain. You say, oh, this ain't an anime. You're right, it's not anime, it's real life. It's like, bro, I had to dumb down my content so that you actually understood that it was philosophy, because it actually has been philosophy the whole time. Like, when you watch Naruto, when you watch One Piece, Evangelion, Spirited Away, bro, like, it's philosophy. That's why I got into anime. I'm not going to leave my insulated dome.
Where my sect resides.
Pure delusion. And now behold, for the final section. For $12.99, I am officially selling the Blazen sound effect pack. You can use most of the sauce I use in the video. We can be Blazen. The first 5 people to follow my Instagram, blazen.psd, will receive a free pack with bonus sound effects. And that being said,
Blazen, you are free.
I have shown you the vision, and now I no longer walk this path alone. I no longer wonder if there's darkness waiting at the end, because now there is light. And where there is light, there is hope. So thank you for watching, thank you for staying strong, and thank you for being a warrior. And if you believe in the vision, like, subscribe, and follow me on Instagram and Twitter. My name is Blazen, and until we meet again, my friend.